Welcome back, everyone. It's time for Throwback Thursday.
Welcome to another episode of the Lessons for Success podcast. I'm your host, Adam Wardlaw, a middle school science teacher and high school football coach in South Carolina. Thank you for joining the podcast, heard by nearly 2,000 listeners across 37 states here in America and 14 countries worldwide. Each day's episode has a different theme. Monday episodes feature motivational messages to get your week started on the right foot. Tuesday episodes provide practical tips for being more efficient in different areas of your life. Wednesday episodes will feature wise words from various sources. Thursday episodes will look back in the history books at noteworthy moments. And Friday episodes will feature feel-good stories and messages to finish your week off on a high note. If you're listening on iPhone, be sure to give the show a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast. Now let's start the show. On January 29, 1936, in Cooperstown, New York, baseball elected its first members into its Hall of Fame. These members were Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, Christy Mathewson, and Walter Johnson. Welcome back, everyone, to Throwback Thursday here on the Lessons for Success podcast. Whether or not you're a fan of baseball, you must respect that it's considered to be America's pastime. The idea for developing a Hall of Fame for baseball originated in 1935, and the building itself would be dedicated in 1939 in honor of baseball's 100-year anniversary at the time. The committee in charge of developing the Hall of Fame wanted its first class to be legendary, and these 5 members were just that. Ty Cobb was the most productive hitter in history. Babe Ruth was both an ace pitcher and the greatest home run hitter to play the game. Honus Wagner was a versatile star, shortstop, and batting champion. Christy Mathewson had more wins than any pitcher in National League history. And Walter Johnson was considered one of the most powerful pitchers to have ever taken the mound. Today, the Hall of Fame boasts 333 members, ranging from former players, managers, officials, and executives. The building itself is still a major hub for all things baseball. Roughly 300,000 people visit the site per year. Baseball is considered to be America's pastime, and the MLB still generates roughly $10 billion a year in revenue. The average pay for a Major League Baseball player is approximately $4.2 million a year. This is almost $2 million more dollars a year compared to the average NFL player's salary. While many out there suggest that baseball is losing traction with younger audiences and overall popularity, these statistics seem to show otherwise. Baseball has been in America for nearly 200 years, and it doesn't appear that it will be disappearing in the near future. Without the performances of some of those inaugural Hall of Famers, the sport may not have gotten to where it is today. Well, guys, that's it for another edition of Throwback Thursday on the Lessons for Success podcast. Let's finish this week off on a high note. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. That's it, everybody, for another episode of the Lessons for Success podcast. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on an iPhone, remember to give the show a 5-star rating so that our audience can keep growing. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok by searching at L4S Show or using the hashtag L4S Show. Remember, that's the number 4. And episodes are also published on the Lessons for Success YouTube channel. Thank you again, and tune in next time on the Lessons for Success podcast.